with its own version of the Big Bang. The Gospel of John announces itself with, "In the beginning was the Word." For John, the beautiful world that God so loved, the world brought into creation with complete order. The world described in Genesis chapter 1 as very good has become more beautiful, more ordered, and even better. The 14-verse prologue to the Gospel, a theological treatise, an echo of biblical wisdom, and a poem, not only speaks of the Word, but it also announces itself via words. More, it tells us that the very words we use, words that shape how we understand the world, will now have different, even transcendent meanings. In the beginning, in Greek, NRK, echoes the Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible. John sends us to the beginning of creation and says, "Listen again." This time, now that you know the story of Jesus, you will hear creation differently. You should be able to see His presence and that of the Spirit on every page. Such retrospective reading was how the followers of Jesus in the early centuries of Christianity read their scriptures. John helps with this revisioning by telling stories of Jesus that replay many of those ancient texts. Turning water into wine evokes Isaiah's vision of the great messianic banquet, John chapter 2. Jesus compares himself to a magical serpent that saved people from death, John chapter 3. He meets a woman at a well, and the conversation turns to marriage, John chapter 4, and so on. For Genesis, the beginning is oral, not visual. In the beginning was the Word, Greek, logos, as in biology, words about life, or Decalogue, the 10 words, would have come to be called the 10 Commandments. Ancient Israel was an oral rather than visual culture. It heard its stories rather than pictured them. The scriptures were chanted rather than illustrated in a book or a carving. People heard the words over and over again. They were cultural memories, hardwired into their consciousness.